In a world where your phone knows you better than your spouse, one company whispers in the ears of billions. It's not Apple. It's not Google. It's a Shenzhen startup that began as a knockoff chat app and now pulls strings from Hollywood blockbusters to your favorite battle royale. This is the story of Tencent, the invisible giant that owns everything. In 1998, Shenzhen wasn't a tech hub yet. It was a frontier, a maze of small factories, internet cafes, and restless young engineers. One of them was Ma Huateng, known as Pony Ma, a quiet programmer with a simple idea: an instant messaging app for China's growing number of internet users. He and 4 friends built a clone of Israel's ICQ. They called it OICQ. It wasn't original, but it worked. By the end of 1999, Chinese users who had never heard of email were sending instant messages through OICQ. Then came the lawsuit. AOL, owner of ICQ, demanded that Tencent shut down its copycat app. So Pony rebranded. OICQ became QQ, and the penguin mascot was born. But the company was broke. Servers were expensive, and Tencent wasn't charging anything. Pony tried banner ads, premium memberships, and even selling ringtones. Nothing worked. Then came a savior from across the world. Naspers, a South African media company, invested $32 million for nearly half the business. That single deal would one day be worth over $200 billion. With money in the bank, Tencent was listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 2004. Its chat app now has more than 100 million users, but Pony Ma was already thinking beyond chatting. He wanted to build an ecosystem. At first, QQ was just a chat window. Then, Tencent added avatars, games, music, and news, each one connecting through the same account. It wasn't one product anymore. It was a network. When online gaming began exploding in China, Tencent saw its opening. Instead of competing, it partnered. It licensed Korean and Western titles, then created its own versions. By 2010, Tencent was China's largest gaming company. That year, gaming brought in over half its total revenue. But the biggest transformation came from a completely new platform: the smartphone. In 2011, a small internal team released a new mobile app called Weixin, later renamed WeChat. It started as a mobile messenger, but soon Tencent realized something profound. China had skipped the desktop internet. For hundreds of millions of people, mobile was everything. So Tencent built everything into WeChat: social feeds, food delivery, payments, even government services. By 2014, 400 million people were using it. Today, more than 1.3 billion. In China, it became impossible to live without WeChat. You pay your rent, order taxis, and message friends, all in one place. Restaurants don't need cash registers. They just scan a WeChat QR code. WeChat blurred the line between the online and physical world. And Tencent blurred the line between technology and governance. Because when a single company handles your chats, payments, location, and ID, it doesn't just know you. It owns your data. That convenience came with a cost: surveillance. China's government legally requires companies to provide user data for national security. In practice, that means private conversations, photos, and searches can all be accessed by authorities. Human rights groups gave Tencent a 0 out of 100 for transparency. And yet, the users stayed. Because life in China runs through WeChat. While WeChat conquered China, Tencent's money began flowing abroad. The company started buying stakes in everything it could: Riot Games, Epic Games, Supercell, Ubisoft, Spotify, Snapchat, and even Tesla. It didn't always buy companies outright. Instead, it invested quietly, taking minority stakes, then offering access to China's market in return. By 2018, Tencent was worth $500 billion, briefly more than Facebook. Its gaming division alone was larger than Nintendo and EA combined. But with power came attention and fear. When a Hong Kong gamer voiced support for protests in 2019, a company partly owned by Tencent banned him. When an NBA executive tweeted about Hong Kong, Tencent pulled NBA broadcasts in China. The message was clear. Tencent didn't just build software, it exported censorship. Then, the tide turned. In 2020, the Trump administration targeted WeChat as a national security threat. India banned it entirely. But the bigger blow came from home. China's regulators began their own crackdown on big tech. They fined Tencent billions for monopolistic practices, blocked acquisitions, and even suspended new game licenses. For the first time in its history, Tencent's profits fell. Its founder, Pony Ma, once China's quiet hero, vanished from the spotlight. Tencent had grown so powerful that even the state needed to remind it who was in charge. Tencent isn't done. Despite scrutiny and slowing growth, it remains China's largest company by influence. Its hunyuan AI now competes with chatgpt. It's investing in electric cars, digital health, and smart cities. Gaming still leads its profits, with blockbusters like Honor of Kings and Black Myth, Wukong. Tencent employs over 100,000 people and touches nearly every digital interaction in China. It's rebuilding itself for the next era, one of artificial intelligence and global caution. Tencent's story is not just about business. It's about how technology, government, and society can merge until they're impossible to tell apart. It started with 5 engineers copying a chat app. Today, it shapes how 1.4 billion people communicate, spend, and live. From a cluttered Shenzhen office to the global stage, Tencent became the nervous system of China and a growing shadow across the world. The question now isn't how much Tencent owns. It's how much of ourselves we've already given to it.